Riley was the neighbors down the road when we first moved to Vermont. So he was one of two brothers, Travis and Riley. They lived up the road. They were about the same age as our girls. They developed a fast friendship pretty much when they were in their 2, 3, 4 years old age. Oh, early on. I think we first met Riley when he was 5. Let's set the door recessed into this back part, but I like the idea of it swinging out.
For me, that means another one of these pulleys to close the door. Welcome to my accessible home. Getting home from work, first thing you gotta do is set something down, pull up behind a device, it usually seems these days. So I've got a lowered countertop here that is accessible by design for sure. We also put the microwave down at my access level so that I can get in here and operate it. And then I'm also spending a lot of time in my custom-made bedroom when I get home, so that is this way if you want to come check it out. Yeah, so this is my bedroom entrance, and we had to change this around a little bit. Basically took 2 bedrooms, made it into 1 master bedroom, made the entryway to the bedroom a little bit wider. The way we solved for me coming back and forth out of my bedroom door was to put in one of these kitchen swinging doors. And then another aspect of the accessible design that is really easy to build into any property but often overlooked is bringing the switches down on the wall so that someone in a wheelchair can access it.
I have these pivot hinge doors, just like they have in restaurants. You know, the swing, the top and the bottom hinge, and you can swing it either way. I mean, why have to worry about fumbling with a freaking doorknob when you can actually just, do something that already exists? You're not going to spend extra and really make use of what's already existing.
Yeah, so there you go. You solved the issue of getting left behind the door handle with a kitchen door. Worked pretty good. So a couple accessible features that aren't necessarily built into the house, but my world kind of revolves around. So the lift, I have a sling that kind of goes around me under my legs, and then it gets picked up there by the fork and just lifts me up out of my chair and then wheels me over, drops me down in bed. Actually has a number of settings on it where you can articulate the bed so that you're moving your body around if you're in bed a lot, so you're not getting pressure sores and stuff like that, other things that people in wheelchairs have to think about that the able-bodied population doesn't as much.
Many people would say, oh, accessible means you're going to spend more on special features. Well, actually, I would have spent more if I had bought one of those accessible showers than that beautiful custom glass shower that we built. That was just drywall, sheetrock, and tile. This is not rocket science. Just rethink about how we build these things.
Yeah, so when I was looking for a house, one of the hardest things was to find an accessible bathroom. It actually kept me out of housing for a number of months, so it was a must-have in the remodel, and we pretty much designed the whole bedroom around this accessible shower. The shower is definitely the center point of the design in that we took the most time to think about how you can access this with the least amount of barriers, how much space is needed in it for the chair to turn about, and then where the water flow is, where the handles are that I can access them while sitting in the chair, how easy it is for me to operate the door, had a lot to do with the tracks that we chose. So all the little nuances of the shower, down to the frost on the glass to have the privacy from the bedroom, was really thought through. So another big game changer for me was just simply having a sink where I could roll up underneath and brush my own teeth. First time I pulled up to the sink and brushed my own teeth was first time I brushed my own teeth in 3 years. So it was pretty amazing to be able to, be able to reach your toothbrush, turn on your water. And then I realized I can't reach the sink stopper in the back to utilize that function of the sink. So we had to find a new stopper that I can press down, fill up the sink, and then to empty the sink, I press it down as well. So there's things like that with accessible design that you just kind of have to wrap your head around as you get to them and make sure that the functionality is really going to work for the specific individual.
He turned to me. Riley said, well, my daily existence is better for what you've done. I mean, from every level, I feel that your design has made my daily life better. And it doesn't get better than that.
He literally got in my wheelchair and wanted to push around and see how it was to come around the corner into the shower.
Rules, empirical data rules always.
Totally.
So when you experience it, you get it. And so like I wouldn't figure that door swing, as you said, then I got to go make an approach to close it. That's
Whereas if it's in the middle of the room and I'm taking a right, then I just reach my arm behind me and swing it closed, My dialogue with Joseph was just flawless in that he really listened and understood exactly what I was looking for in an accessible home and helped me knock it out of the park.
That hits me hard. I feel like that's really where I live. That's really where I want to be helping people through whatever work talent that I have. I want to be able to really make their lives better. So thank you for saying that.